We will see how do we write a data frame into a file by using a data frame writer. First, we'll create the data frame itself. We created the data frame. Now, assume that we have applied some transformation on this data frame and we are going to write this data frame into a CSV file. Let us see how do we do that. Here, flight, the name of the data frame. Then instead of using the read, you got to use the write. Now, write. Then which format you want to write into. For now, we'll use CSV. Then instead of load, as in this case, we got to give save. That is the difference between reading a file and writing a file. We got to give where exactly we want to save this file. Let's go ahead and find some path. I made a directory called write mode demo. I'm into this. Let's go ahead and give this path. Yes, we are ready. As I already explained, this is the name of the data frame. We are using a data frame writer here instead of a data frame reader. Then we got to provide the format into which we want to write. Then instead of using a load, use a save. Let's go ahead and execute this. Done. We got to go and see if you have any file here. Let's go ahead and see in this path. We do have a file. But if you notice, CSV file is not there. We do have a folder with that name. If you get into that, we have a one file. If you go and check this, what is the name of this? You have a all we have written. So the last column is the corrupt record. That is a empty column. That should be fine. We have a destination country, origin country, and the count. Whatever we have in the data frame is written back to the CSV file. That is how you write from a data frame into a file. If you observe, what is happening here is we have a one folder created. What we have discussed as a part of the theory is when you write a data frame into a file, there will be folder created with that name. Let us try something else. Instead of saying CSV, let's go ahead and say .csv. Maybe you are wondering, oh, because you didn't specify the .csv, that's the reason this is saved as a folder. CSV.csv. Let me go and execute this and see what would be the result. Let's go and see what is the result here. Not really. Even though we specified .csv, there is a folder created with that name. Whenever you write a data frame to a file, there will be folder created with that file name. There are files written inside that folder from the data frame. and we have a file. Why is this? That is because the file has one partition. That is the reason we have one file corresponding to that whole data frame. We'll check that now. How do you know how many partitions are there? What you have to do is df flight rdd. We have one partition. That's the reason there is a one file. When you write a data frame into a file, let us try to create a data frame with more number of partitions, and we'll write that particular data frame into a file and see with more number of partitions in a data frame how many number of files will be written into a destination. What I will do is I will use the same thing with partitions, and here I will go ahead and give repartition to 5. We'll discuss about repartition. I created a data frame with 5 partitions. How do I check how many partitions are there? We have 5 partitions. We'll use this data frame with 5 partitions and write it back to a file. I will rename this file as a flight to CSV partitions. You got to give a name according to the project what you are working in. As of now, I'm giving the names just to give you a demo. Let me go ahead and execute this. Let's go ahead and check in our folder. Here you go. We have this folder. Let us get into this folder. You can see there are 5 files here. That is because we have 5 partitions in this data frame. That's the reason we have 5 files. We learned how to write a data frame into a CSV file, and also how the number of partitions in a data frame would impact on how many number of files are written into a output folder. We'll see what are the different modes of write here now. What we'll do is we'll take this data frame and write it into a CSV file first, and on the same file we'll try to append and see how it works. I executed this and I have written this data frame into this folder. Let's go ahead and check. We have this folder. So we have one file here. Let us go ahead and test the append mode now. This is how I updated the mode here. We'll go ahead and execute this. We executed this. What ideally should happen is the file whatever we have written, it should be appended with the new file. Let's go ahead and check in our folder. See, you have 2 files here. The same folder has been updated with the 2 files. Both of them would have a same content. Let me go ahead and show that to you. See the file. You have all these things, if you can see. Then let me go ahead and show you another file. Both of them would have a same content because we are using the same data frame to write it to a CSV file. You can see this. We tested the append mode in a write modes. What are the other modes? Any thoughts? We have append mode, we have override, we have error if exists, we have ignore. Append appends the output file to the list of files that already exist at the location. We just saw this scenario. Now we'll go ahead and see this. Overwrite means it will completely overwrite any data that already exists there. Now we have two files there. If you overwrite on top of that, we should get only one file. Let's go ahead and test that. All I will do is I will reuse my code here. Instead of append, I'll give overwrite. I'm using the same path, so there is no confusion. Here, if you see, we do have two files here. We should get only one file because we are using the overwrite mode. It's done. Let's go and check here. We can see one file in the same folder because we have used a overwrite option in the write mode. We have seen the two modes, append and overwrite. The next one is error if exists. If there is already a file with that name, it should throw us a error. We'll test this option as well. If you check this error message, it says write to CSV already exists. That means it is not allowing us to go forward. It is throwing an error and failing to write if there is a data already exists. The last mode what we have is ignore mode. In the ignore mode, if the data or file already exists, it will do nothing. Let's go ahead and test that. Last option is a part of this. Right. Testing ignore mode. I'm using my code. It is doing nothing. Wonderful. We have seen how the data frame writer works and how do we write a data frame into a file with the different options and what are the different write modes. Please do practice. Thank you.